everyone, this is 9 Life Ginger, and today I will be reviewing Kanye's newest album titled after his mother, Donda. Donda released on August 29th, 2021. For the most part, I find this album to be really enjoyable to listen to. Instead of starting out with the songs that I really like, I want to begin with the ones that I dislike. I'm not going to waste anyone's time and talk about songs such as Donda Chant and Tell the Vision. One of them isn't even a song, and the other one is a tribute to Pop Smoke. The first song I want to talk about is Praise God. There are a few of you that like this song. I don't necessarily hate the song, but there are so many other songs that are better on this album that I just find this one to be skippable. I do enjoy the intro of the song where Donda is speaking. I think to myself, this album is literally titled Donda, and a lot of these songs don't show a tribute to her in some way. And I like how this one is able to do it. First verse in this song is done by Kanye and Travis Scott. I think this is by far the best verse on the track. It's not amazing by any stretch of the imagination, but it has a good flow, and I think Travis and Kanye really complement each other. I think the song really becomes skippable and goes downhill when Baby Keem comes in halfway in the song. He doesn't make the song any better, and I believe he fails to add anything new or exciting to the song. His verse is very repetitive, and there aren't many good bars. To me, he comes off very whiny, and the thing he does with his voice, I don't really know how to describe it, but you should know what I'm talking about. What he does with his voice midway through the song, it really irritates me. I think the best part of this song is probably the beat, besides Kanye and Travis's verse. The beat is very catchy. I just wish there was someone else featured for the last verse instead of Baby Keem. He didn't do a good job on this track. The track isn't even bad, but compared to the other songs around it on the track list, such as Off the Grid, Jail, Come to Life, and Believe What I Say, it's probably going to be the last song you want to listen to out of those 5 that I listed. Another song that I didn't necessarily think was atrocious, but in my opinion is one of the worst songs on the album, is God Breathed. I think the best part of the song is the intro to the song. I really enjoy the first 30 seconds to the first minute of the song. There was a period of time where I would just listen to the first minute of the song on repeat, and I wouldn't listen to the rest of it. I really like Vori as an artist, and I really liked when he first came into the song. And I think he sings with Kanye perfectly. The rest of the song, though, I don't believe he added much, but that's not necessarily his fault. This song is just pretty bland and repetitive on its own. Neither Kanye or Vori's verses are memorable. Vori's vocals, of course, as always, are great, but this is easily the worst song that he's featured on in this album. And his work is way better on songs such as No Child Left Behind and Jonah. The next song I'm going to cover is Junior. This song, out of all the ones I'm going to list today, is probably my most liked. But I still dislike him compared to all the songs in the album. What I don't like the most about it, it's that it's very repetitive and lazy. This is a song that's very short, but still somehow feels stretched out. Playboi Carti repeating the same line 5 times in a row multiple times is a turnoff for me here. Yeah, the flow is pretty good, but I think that's the only thing the song has that's decent. The beat is alright too. I actually enjoy it, but that's why the song isn't as horrible as the others that I've listed. It's an alright song, but an alright song isn't going to get any attention, especially with all the bangers that are on this album. I find the bars to be lazy and sometimes laughable on this track. I think some people may find them good, but I find them more cheesy than anything. Cardi does a way better job on another song that he's featured on in this album. He does a whole lot better on Off the Grid. He doesn't fit what this song is trying to go for. And to be honest, I don't really know what this song is trying to go for. For the most part, it kind of flops. The final song I will be talking about today is Okay Okay. This is one of those songs where I believe it starts off strong and it starts to go downhill after the first minute or so. I do enjoy the chorus to the song quite a bit. It's definitely one of the catchier choruses on this record. I thought the beat was actually pretty good as well. It fits the verses really well. I enjoy Kanye's flow on the song. His verse wasn't amazing though. The same thing can go for Lil Yachty and Ruga's verses as well. They weren't horrible by any stretch of the imagination, but they don't catch my attention at all. The storytelling behind the song, I kind of find it to be lazy. It bores me and I kind of get lost because I'm not paying attention to it. I'm not sure if this is just something I've noticed, but there are quite a few songs on this record where I feel like Kanye could have added more samples or music in the background. That's one of the problems I have with this record. I love his uses of synths, but I felt like he relied on them too much, and he definitely used them in way too many of his songs. With a lack of samples and music in the background, some of his songs feel empty, and that there should have been more to them. Maybe I'm asking for too much, but at the same time, I feel like I'm not. I'm a big fan of his albums such as The College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, and The Life of Pablo, where the samples and music that he used come off explosive and made his songs much better. I felt like there should have been more added in terms of music. It caught me off guard because I can't name another album of Kanye's that lacks samples. That's why when I first heard the album, I felt like a lot of the songs were unfinished. It was hard to make this video, not because I didn't want to bash Kanye, but I felt like overall there weren't that many problems with Donda. Just the biggest thing for me was the lack of instruments, the lack of music, and the lack of samples. I should have a new upload in a few days, a part 2 to this video where I talk about my favorite songs and what I love about Kanye's new record, Donda. In the end of that video, I'll give Donda an overall score, so if you want to see that, make sure to subscribe. God bless you all, and remember to stay hydrated. Peace out.